Okay, so after you've logged into Scratch, and you can see that I'm logged in here, I've got a profile and my stuff and account settings like a normal website, I want to create a project. So in this project, there's going to be a number of these coding challenges. The first one is I want the cat to say the odd numbers. That's the easiest way to show that I can program a computer. So here's our cat. We've got the motion blocks here, but we've also got looks, sound, and all these other blocks down the side. And for those of you who've used Scratch before, you will know that you can drag on blocks. Now, what I'm looking for is I'm going to use the say block because I want the sprite, this is called the sprite here, to say the odd numbers. Okay, so the first thing, maybe I'll go, I am going to say the odd numbers. And that's just the program telling the user what it's going to do. Okay, so that's what it says. Let's just see what happens when we run that program. We've got a green flag here. And we can see that we've got this little speech bubble that pops out. Okay. Now, with any code, you need to have a start. Okay. And it's an event, that's right. And look, these are the different ways that I can start the code. And instead of choosing the green flag, I'm going to choose a particular key. And the key I'm going to choose for the odd numbers is I'm going to choose O. And that's going to become important a little bit later on. So when the user presses the O key, it's going to start saying the odd numbers. So again, let's just check this out. Yeah, it's sort of running now. Now I can just very quickly put in, well, we're going to say the first odd number, which is 1. Then we'll say that for maybe, we don't need to say it for 2 seconds, we'll just say it for 1 second. And then we can drag the next block in. The next odd number is 3. And again, I'll say it for 1 second. Now I'm having to change these a lot. There's a duplicate. Okay, right click, duplicate, and I can drag it down below. Then I can say 5, duplicate, then I can say 7. And so you build up your code like that until you get to a point where you've said all the numbers and you want to end. And if I can remember where the end is, yep, stop all. So I've got a beginning to my code, I've got a middle, what's actually happening, and I've got an end. All right, so we can see that on the green flag. All right, so I press O, and I can see it's going to run through, there we go, the odd numbers. I haven't quite got all 10 of them, but I'm just doing this as a demonstration. Now when I go to the project place, this is what the users are going to interact with. So I'm going to give it a title, and these are number patterns. That's the name of that, that project. And I'll also call it 9MCF 2021 because I've got heaps of these in here. I need to have the instructions to tell the user how my program works. And the instruction for this one is type O to show the odd numbers. Yeah. And the last thing here about the notes and the credits, whenever we do a computer program, we need to get it tested to make sure it works. So after I finish coding my program, I'm going to share it with someone else or give them my computer, right, so that they can test that my program does what it's supposed to do. And let's just say I've given this to Donnie, and Donnie has tested it. So tested by Donnie. You can't submit a project unless it's tested. So now that I've got all those things, I've got the title, the instructions, the notes and credits, I can start my program, type an O, and it looks like my program is working. I've got a program that is saying that number pattern, the odd numbers. Sweetie.